Sawubona mfundi wami, ibizo lami 𝑘𝐨𝐿𝐴 Mntambo. Ngingumbalisi wakho wesiNdebele. Mina ngileminyaka engama-33. Ngihlala eJoburg kwelasemzansi. Okay. So, ngifisa ukukufundisa isiNdebele ukuze wazi ukukhuluma, ukubala kanye lokubhala ngesiNdebele. So, asiqalise. And that's how you give a short introduction of yourself in Ndebele. Okay. And by the end of this lesson, you will also be able to do the same. Okay. So what I'm going to ask of you during this course, even in this lesson, is that you interact with me and you open yourself up to be able to make mistakes. Because I'll be asking you to guess, and I'll be asking you also to try and figure out what I'm saying. All right. So I'll give you some Ndebele sentences. I'll speak to you in Ndebele, and then I'll ask you to try and figure out what I'm saying. Okay, that way you get to practice. You get to practice your listening, all right, and you also get to practice speaking Ndebele, because I'll ask you what you think I'm saying. Sometimes I'll ask you to repeat what I'm saying, so you can practice the speaking part. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into the introduction that I just gave you, and let's see if you understood something. Do you think you understood anything, any sentence that popped out to you as I was giving you my introduction? Let's find out. All right. So first I said, ibizo lami 𝘞𝐸𝐸𝑚. What do you think that means? Right. This should be straightforward, right? Ibizo lami 𝘞𝐸𝐸𝑚 means my name is 𝘞𝐸𝐸𝑚. All right. So there is another way that you can introduce yourself, that you can tell people your name. So this would be mina nginguBongiwe, and that means I am Bongiwe. Okay. So you can choose between these two when you are introducing yourself, when you're telling people your name. All right. Then moving on, I also say this. Ngingumbalisi wakho wesiNdebele. What do you think I mean by that? Ngingumbalisi wakho. I am your teacher. I am your Ndebele teacher. All right. So wakho means yours, right? So if I simply say ngingumbalisi, I'm saying I'm a teacher. But if I say ngingumbalisi wakho, I'm saying what? I am your teacher. All right. Great. And you are a student, right? You are a student. So how do you say I am a student? So I mentioned the word again in the intro. Ngingumfundi. I am a student. And how would you say I am a Ndebele student? Ngingumfundi wesiNdebele. All right. Good. Now, I'm going to teach you a few numbers, and I want you to be able to say your age. All right. For example, this is what I said. I said, ngileminyaka engama-33. Okay? Meaning I'm 33 years old. That's what I said. So I want you to be able to say your age. All right? And so for now, I'm going to teach you the tens. So the tens are easy in Ndebele. 10 is ichumi. Okay? Ichumi. That's 10. And then when you move on to 20, you say 2 tens. And then 30, you say 3 tens. 40 is 4 tens. That's how we do it in Ndebele. All right. So ichumi is 10. And then 20 becomes amachumi amabili. That's 20. Amachumi amathathu is 30. And what about 40? Amachumi amane. That's 40. Okay? 50 becomes amachumi amahlanu. So you don't need to claim this, because in the chapter material, I've given you a guideline. I've given you all these numbers. And then so you're able to say them. So for today's assignment, I'm going to need you to use that guide to figure out your age. Okay, so it's pretty easy. Whether your age is 21 or 35 or 46, you're going to find out how to say it from that guide, because I'm going to give you everything, all the numbers, yes, all the numbers up to 100. Then you'll be able to describe your age. Okay, right. So, moving on. Here is a question for you. Uhlala ngaphi? And what do you think that question means? Uhlala ngaphi? Okay, so to help you answer that, let me give you the answer to the question in my situation. So if someone were to ask me, uhlala ngaphi? I would say, ngihlala eJohannesburg, eMzansi, right? So, what do you think uhlala ngaphi means from that context? Simple, right? It means, where do you live? And then you say, ngihlala eAustralia, ngihlala eHarare, ngihlala koBulawayo, ngihlala eGweru, ngihlala USA, ngihlala, we actually say ngihlala eMelika for America, right? Ngihlala eFinland, wherever you live, okay? So that's how you answer that. All right. I have 3 more sentences for you that I want you to figure out. Okay, work with me here. Try and figure out what I'm saying. The first one is, mina ngiyakhuluma isiNdebele. What do you think that means? Mina ngiyakhuluma isiNdebele. I speak Ndebele, right? I speak Ndebele. What about, mina ngiyakwazi ukubhala isiNdebele? Mina ngiyakwazi ukubhala isiNdebele. What do you think that means? I know how to write Ndebele. Okay? How about, mina ngiyakwazi ukubala isiNdebele? Mina ngiyakwazi ukubala isiNdebele. I know how to read in Ndebele, right? So throughout this course, I need you to be saying these sentences out loud, more like affirmations, because guess what? That's what we're doing in this lesson, in this entire course. You are learning how to speak, you are learning how to write, and how to read. And we are actively learning, okay? I need you to actively learn with me here, to try and guess, try and figure out what I'm saying. And when I give you an assignment, take it, read it out loud, try and answer the questions, and let's do it like that. Let's do it this way, and just keep learning Ndebele actively. That's the idea, to learn actively. Okay, so usuqalisile ukukhuluma isiNdebele khonapha. Usuqalisile. What does that mean? You've already started, right? So I'm saying you've already started learning Ndebele right now. So it only makes sense that you make these declarations. So how do we say them again? Mina ngiyakhuluma isiNdebele. I speak Ndebele. Mina ngiyakwazi ukubhala isiNdebele. I know how to write Ndebele. Mina ngiyakwazi ukubala isiNdebele. I know how to read in Ndebele. Okay, right. So you'll find an assignment in the chapter material. I'm going to ask you to read aloud the two passages, short passages that I gave you. They're about 2 people that are introducing themselves, 2 of my students that also want to learn Ndebele. Okay, try and figure out what they're saying, try and figure out their stories, and then answer the comprehension questions that follow and submit them back to me. Okay, so let's do that and let's meet in the next lesson. All right. Usale kuhle, ngizakubona kusifundo esilandelayo.